Hello, and welcome back to Conversations with Sharon and Rosa. I'm Rosa.
And I'm still Sharon.
We thank you all for joining us once again for another episode of Conversations with Sharon and Rosa. I just kind of like saying that. It's like a cute little ring to it. Sharon and Rosa.
And that's enough. Okay, we're both very silly today. No, we're just tired. I think that's what it is. We're tired.
That part. That part. Okay, so if this is your first time joining Conversations with Sharon and Rosa, please like, subscribe, and share our videos. We so appreciate you for doing that.
Yeah.
In advance. And before we get into today's topic, you all know the drill. It's shout out.
Shout outs. Shout out.
Shout outs. So first on our shout out list is Angel of Purpose. Thank you for being a subscriber to Conversations with Sharon and Rosa. Next we have Natasha.
Natasha.
Yeah, I haven't heard from you, Natasha. So please hit us up. Let us know you are still watching. We know you're still a subscriber. So we thank you for doing that. Mm-hmm. And last is Latrice L. Thank you for being a subscriber to Conversations with Sharon and Rosa. We have not heard from you either. I'm going to need y'all to hit us up.
Hit a sister up.
Yes. So if you kind of one of them silent watchers, continue to watch, but just hit us up and let us know that you're still there and just to say hello.
Right.
We would appreciate that.
Yeah.
So before I even tell you the title of what we're going to be discussing today, do you have any announcements?
Just repeat of last week that evidently a lot of people did do it. We were asking you guys, make sure that you find some time in your day to watch the Sherry Shepherd show, and you did, and she's doing okay. So treat yourself to something nice, and
we appreciate you all for who all tuned in. We appreciate you for that. Also, and we're just going to keep it light today.
Have some fun.
I did in a previous
video.
Previous video, say that we're going to eventually start getting into politics because I just got stuff on my chest.
We must.
We needs to get off. So with that being said, I know some of y'all going to be mad at us or me.
Look, and that's okay.
Right. So before we,
go there,
get there, we're going to just keep it like today.
Right. Have some fun.
We're just going to talk about fantasy dates.
Ooh.
Like, who hasn't had one of them, right?
Right.
Even when you're married and hooked up and booked up, it's still people out there that you might fantasize about.
Say, if I wasn't hooked up and booked up.
This is who I be hooked up and booked up with.
At least in my mind.
Exactly. So that's what we're going to talk about today, fantasy dates.
Fantasy dates. Wow. Yes. Yeah. Let's have some fun with that because I love to know what yours is too. But
absolutely.
The way we're going to do it today is we always say that everything starts with a conversation. And it does.
Yes.
Rosa and I we did agree as to what the topic would be, and we ran into a conversation, but the thing is, I don't know who her fantasy dates are, and she doesn't know who mine are. So our conversation is incomplete. So you're going to watch this as it's happening. So,
well, it's definitely incomplete, but before we got out here, when I made my list, I said, are we making a list for people we know or people we don't know? Because there's some people I fantasize that we know, right? And she was like, no, we're not talking about nobody we know.
No, I don't want nobody to get nervous.
So now my list all jacked up.
Wait a minute, because you know how we are in fantasy land. You know what I mean? Somebody look at you for more than 13 nanoseconds, you swear you in love. So we ain't doing none of that today. Nobody that we know. Fantasy connections, someone who on the other side of Hollywood or Ethiopia or wherever you're at, you know what I mean? So, and Rose is going to go first. So why I'm enjoying it already is that I'd love to hear what my wife, who her fantasy connections are.
Well, we're just going to give like 3, right?
Just 3, yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know what they are, so over to you in the studio.
So I'm going to give mine in order of 3, 2, 1.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so number 3, fantasy wise.
Fantasy.
And I don't even know why. I think because I just love her voice and it does something to me when she sings. But Avery Sunshine, and I got a chance to see her
live
just the other week. She came to San Diego, and when I tell you, my seat was like on stage, and when she passed by, when she was walking out on stage, you know, she touched my hand, the girl next to me and mine. You know how people just kind of
like,
touch
hey.
and keep, waving.
Right.
So I'm like, and that did something to me. It like melted me because I never really looked at why you laughing. See, this is why I can't do this with her.
I know.
So I never felt like that for her before. I know I do love her, and she's the reason.
She's a great singer.
Technically, it was the Will Downing concert,
right?
But she was one of the people that was there, and she was the reason I bought the ticket. I mean, I love Will. I got a picture with him. He alright, but it's Avery for me.
Yeah. So, and for those of you who don't know who Avery Sunshine is, who
is
she?
Go look it up.
Yeah, look her up. Yeah, and she is from Philly. And she's from Philly, so that's good enough for me.
Some of the stuff that she sings, because she could be in 2 different categories. Like you could put her in jazz like type or R&B. So she got different flares to her that I think, and I can listen to her all day. Her songs are upbeat, love it, and just the range of her voices and what she can do is just so anyway, and I have to put this out for display, and I'm really not a whether a person is big, small, whatever, but she did put on some weight and it looks really good on her. It looks really, really good. So that kind of turned me on a little bit more too.
Ooh.
So yeah.
Should I be worried? And
if she come back to San Diego, you might be worried.
Or concerned. Not.
Well, I'm just saying. So are we doing one and I'm
No, you said no, you're doing all 3, but that was your number 3 choice.
Yeah, so that was number 3.
We're talking about fantasy connection.
Number 2 would be Queen Latifah. It's just something about her that I think she could probably handle me. Because not many people can. What is all that about? But anyway, I just find it's just something about her. And it wasn't even, even though I looked at her different from Set It Off.
Oh, yeah, we all.
But it
come
wasn't
on, y'all.
that.
Everybody in lesbian land, y'all know y'all love that movie.
Right. But it wasn't even that for me. It was just, I feel like seeing her throughout all of her life and
her journey.
Where it has gone and where she is now. It's just something about her that I feel like she's down to earth and that she can handle me. So that's why she's number 2.
So the people on your list are there because they can handle you, and because you have a thing.
I think Queen Latifah can handle me.
Okay, you mean that as a one-on-one and romantically, just your personality and your Aries. Okay.
Yeah. The fire I come with, whether we're having a conversation, I think she can,
she can handle whatever. All of that.
All of this, as Mason would say. All of this.
Should I be nervous? Am I concerned?
No, you don't have to be concerned. But no, really, Queen Latifah, I'd cheat on my wife for her.
You actually say that?
Yeah,
you would cheat the truth. On us with her. Mm-hmm. I understand.
And last but not least, and I know y'all have heard this 1,001 times, but my girl, Mariska Heart Attack. That is...
Law and Order. Yeah. It's something about it. Yeah.
And I think just her, and also, her evolution throughout her career. When Law and Order first came on, you just looked at us, oh, little cute white girl they got going on, whatever. But she's developed so much, and I think her strong character as a woman lead just does something for me too, because I just like powerful women, who's not afraid to stand up for what they feel is right, no matter who it is. So even though I don't personally know her, but I feel like I do, that's why I think she's always gonna be my number 1. I don't care
where
we are in
Yeah.
life. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you.
And if y'all don't know who she is, wait a minute. She's from Law and Order SVU.
Yeah, she's the lead.
So you have to,
and executive producer now.
yeah, Officer Detective Benson is her name. Yeah, so it's Mariska for me. And if you watching, girl, call me. Look, I'll drive up to LA because I know you up there somewhere. But I would drive up to LA. So
you gonna keep calling her name till they arrest you?
Yeah, and one of my other fantasies too, outside of just the whole dating and whole getting together, is just to have a small role
on the show,
on Law and Order SVU, so I could just see her, even if I just can see her from a distance. Whew, yeah.
You need a moment?
I might. I need a moment, y'all.
Oh, it's a good
we
thing.
We shouldn't even be talking about this because I'm like. Yeah, anyway.
No, we're just having fun with it. We just want to do something light and keep it moving because we're going to turn the tables on you guys starting next week. And we got to go deep. It's just too much happening in the world for us not to have some comment about it. But as we're having light and airy and having fun with our fantasy connections and, well, here comes mine. And mine may very well surprise you. Not shock you, but surprise you.
Nobody shocked.
I'll do what Rosa did, and I'll go with number 3, 2, 1. All right? If I were able, in a world that's possible, that I could one day hook up with this woman, and because I love her, admire her, I read her bio. I feel like I understand her. All of that was true in it. It seemed very truth-based. I just think she's incredible, strong, black, wise, mature, talented. She's all of that, and I admire her. It's
outside of the bio part, I feel like you're talking about me. No, just kidding.
Not the Rosa.
Just kidding.
Oh, here you go. Viola Davis.
I knew you were going to have her on your list for some reason.
No, wait, Viola Davis. The maturity, I just think that if we just had lunch together, we would have a lot to talk about life. And like I said, she's... If I had I do have an older sister, but I could have her as my older sister, and I would just know that when Vi come through the door, everything's gonna be okay. Now, for you people,
so you wouldn't sleep with her?
Wait a minute. So for my friends in lesbian land, I don't want to lose my card. You know I deal with that, right? Because I love, not only I love my black woman, I like dark black women, and she fits the bill. And then with the maturity thing, y'all know how old I am. I done said it 99 times, but
99 plus 1.
She would be. I think we would be a good fit. Mm-hmm. But just like I say, even if it wasn't something amorous, I just think we would just love to have a great lunch and just talk and laugh and talk about life and, and exchange ideas and thinking. So, yeah, it would be Viola Davis for me. Number 3. She's number 3.
Number 2 is...
Number 2 may surprise you just as well. Okay.
I don't think Viola surprised me. I just felt like I knew you were going to have her on your list.
Okay. Well, I'm talking about the you out there, lesbian land and beyond. But yeah, because there's people who think they got a bead on my persona and all, and like, I know Sharon gonna say that. I know Sharon. I know Rosa been putting up with Sharon. Whatever y'all think you know, whatever you think you see. Number 2 on my list of fantasy dates and connections would be... Drum roll, please. Very good. Gayle King, Oprah's best friend. Gayle King.
I am surprised on that one.
Gayle King.
Gayle King look like a skunk.
Did I say anything about your sweeties?
Okay, my bad.
Okay.
Look, like...
Hey, that's not what we're doing.
You right.
Gayle King, Oprah's best buddy. I have to say,
glasses, though?
I have to look at her with new eyes. She's kind, she's considerate, she's extremely intelligent, she's loving, she's just that person that if you had a bad day, when you see her, she'd make you feel better. You know, I think we can have incredible conversations about so many things. And I just like her. I really like her. And now, professionally, every since remember when she had that the interview with
Art Kelly.
R. Kelly, and she said, Robert, like
Sit
Robert,
down, Robert.
like Robert was not going to mess up her interview. I have to say, truly, I'm looking at her with different eyes. But yeah,
I think she is a beautiful woman. Don't get me wrong. I just think like her big glasses and big jewelry, and it just hides all of that.
And you know what? I'm not critiquing any of yours.
No, and you're not. But nobody said that we weren't critiquing anybody.
No. But Gayle King, yeah, I would love to, just truly talk to her, and I think she could understand me. I think we could work on something. I don't think everybody would understand it. And Oprah will just have to, just Lady O, sit down. This ain't about you. You know what I mean? Come on, Gayle. Come on, Gayle.
I am definitely surprised and shocked at that one. And I've heard you make several comments from time to time. You were like, "Oh, she looks nice today," because Sharon watches her show faithfully. So
I'm a Gayle King groupie, and that is saying a lot because I wasn't before. 10 years ago, you wouldn't have got me to say this, but I had to look at her with new eyes. And where I'm at this station in life I'm in, notice the people on my list are well above they're 50 and above.
Mine too.
But my wife is 50 now. Ha ha. So they got to be 50. Okay. So give Gayle more attention and time than the other one. So, Viola Davis, number 3, Gayle King, number 2. There is no secret as to who number one fantasy connection. You know I've been loving you for a long time. Halle Berry, Halle Berry, hallelujah, Halle Berry.
You like Halle Berry when she played that crackhead and
I think she should have talented person. Well, yeah.
Jungle Fever? Yeah, I think it was Jungle Fever.
She was just very no, not Jungle. No, she wasn't the crackhead, not in Jungle Fever.
Yes, she was. When that Gator smoked the.
Yeah, it was Gator. Right.
Yeah.
But she's done crackhead twice, quite frankly. But anyway,
she does a good job at crackhead.
I think she's underrated as an actress. But just on the one-on-one, I've been loving Halle for a long time. I've been praying for her. I've been there. I remember when her dogs had, it was an accident and the dogs got killed by a mountain lion. She lived in Malibu up in the hills, and I was just terrified. I just wanted to go to her and, can I get you another dog, or what I mean?
On you,
yeah, I want to be there for her. She, Halle has had several marriages to interesting men, handsome, talented, whatever. I just think Halle, I just think maybe what she needs and wants is not a man. But it's not for me to say. I'm just going to put that out there because I'm talking
You just saying that because you want her to want a woman?
No, I know. I mean, I want her to be happy. No, I want her to be happy, as I want to be happy, and I found you. But I'm just saying, sometimes people don't know what they really want. They trying, you know what I mean? They in the bottom of the, mine, trying to make, diamonds out of coal, and you find out it ain't even about the diamonds, baby. It's not. I just want her to be, stay healthy and be happy. The children are doing fine. And Halle's a little older than my wife, but she's younger than me. So y'all know how I did.
Older. What is she? 53?
No, she's 55. Halle's 55 now, and I'm 67. So I think we have a lot of things that we could really talk about. Career, religion, raising children. So that's how I feel. Just been loving her very quietly in the corner. Love myself some Halle Berry. If you have something nasty to say, uncomplimentary, please keep it to yourself because
y'all gonna mess up Sharon Day. She reads a comment. Somebody say something nasty
about Halle Berry. It's on, girl.
Y'all gonna mess her day up. But I must say, with my list, I think because I've always enjoyed dating older women. So everybody on my list is older than I am.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think, as you would say, just because they're older don't mean they're mature. To me, I found that they have been mature.
Mm-hmm.
And I like just, having a conversation with someone and be able to enjoy that. And just hear their life stories. And, not that young people haven't experienced much, but older people really have. They've experienced it most of the time. They've gotten the lesson.
But and I do say that often. I say old doesn't necessarily mean wise, and young don't mean dumb. But I've always been attracted to younger women, and it's the youth, it's the energy.
But nobody on your list is young.
Right, but as I'm changing too. But you stay here long enough, you're going to be young to somebody, and a lot of people are going to be younger than you.
I'm going to be old to somebody.
So, younger women have always, hit on me. I mean, when I was 30, way too young. Way too young. Like, you just turned 21 today? But yeah, and as I am aging, I still like younger women. I still, I just do. So in any event, so that's where I'm at. My take is, like I said, number 3 was Viola Davis. Number 2 is a surprise to even my wife, Gayle King, for interesting reasons. And number 1 will always be number 1, Halle Berry. Mm-hmm. And so that's my 3.
I invited her to Sharon's birthday party, but she had something to do.
Yeah. So as my wife says, that one of them did surprise her. But she knows me very, very well, and it's just a fantasy. That's all. Yeah. That's all. But then again, I not putting any of them down. I live with a fantasy every day, and her name is Rosa. So can't get too much better than that. I had to. And you're looking very nice today too.
Oh, thank you. Mm-hmm. I mean, honestly, y'all, about an hour ago I was asleep.
You were toe up.
I did a 4-mile walk today for heart and stroke victims, and I have to say, when I got up this morning, I was tired. Now, had I not signed up, I probably wouldn't have gone. But I pushed through it, and it was actually fun. So so I was asleep by the hour.
Yeah, but you've had a very busy week. You've had a very busy week, and as have I. But yours was just even busier. So
last week I was in Atlanta. And when I got back, I think I've just been running ever since. I haven't really slowed down to do anything yet. And then next week is my travel starts with my job. So that's going to be nonstop, constant for at least a month and a half. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
It is what it is. And I'm going to be home just missing her.
Yeah. So you know how they say. For those of you who know the word of prayer, pray for a sister.
Oh, okay. You go and all our friends out there in lesbian land. We get the feedback, we get the comments and all, and we're keeping it real. We've gotten several suggestions. We have fun. We have over 100 videos out there, and you guys are watching them, and you're asking your friends to watch them. So we're really enjoying that part of the ride. But it's time for us to go a little deeper. There's no subject that's taboo for us. If y'all want to, if you want to talk about it, we want to talk about it.
Yeah.
All right, but I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, the 3 things people always like to shy away from because everybody's different with it is money?
No, sex, religion, and politics.
Right, sex and money too, I guess.
Yeah,
sex, religion, and politics. We're gonna go with that.
That's any group.
And because there's a lot of people who have their different opinions,
and strong opinions about it. So that's why we've been kind of backing up from it.
Right.
But I think after 120 videos, you know us well enough, and I think trust us well enough. If we said it, it's because we feel it and believe it, and it's just my opinion. It's just Rosa's opinion. It don't make it right. It just makes it ours. So we would love to hear from you too. But
you all have your own opinions.
Especially about bisexuality. Don't say it again.
We're not gonna go back and forth with you. To hear what your opinions are is great. It's always great, and it helps us to open up in a different way. Like maybe I haven't even looked at it that way when we get a suggestion or an opinion or something like that.
And then sometimes we get suggestions, and Rosa may be feeling it more than I do, and then not to mention our own conversation about it, which may or may not reflect what you're thinking, about it. So we do it, we tape it, and we take our chances.
I do apologize to you all. I know you're hearing planes, and then you're hearing bells and
Trains
drilling
and birds and neighbors.
yeah,
I
but we
know.
normally don't even tape on Saturdays, but we decided to tape today. So
Look, and this is the
everybody's
reason
out.
why we don't. Look, this is the reason why we don't. It's just too people doing too much.
Everybody's outside doing their thing. These planes are going everywhere. So
Yeah.
we apologize in advance.
And they are reconstructing a house over there. But anyway,
Yes.
so to back what I wanted to put out to you is it's like we're going to go a little deeper about some things. We got to talk about what's going on our political landscape. We've got to talk about our right to choose, women's rights. That's happening now, Black America, what's happening with us, to us, for us.
Some of the things that Queen Elizabeth did, and we just got to talk about a lot of stuff.
Yeah, so
I feel like I need to get stuff off my chest, and I feel like I need to know what other people are thinking.
Yeah.
Okay. Outside of just the news, the right and left wing, and the blah. I want to know what people in lesbian land think.
Think about it too.
Y'all, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we're going to have to get a little deeper with those things. Look, we enjoy what we do, and like I say, no subject is a bad subject. If y'all want to talk about it, we will talk about it.
Absolutely.
All right, and we'll just keep it real. Again, we're not experts. We're only, we're masters of our own life. That's Absolutely. It. So we're just sharing with you how we feel, and obviously there's times where Rosa may be feeling one way, and I'm feeling some other kind of way about it, but it's all right. It's called life. We talk about it. And remember, it all starts with a conversation.
Absolutely.
So anything you want to remind them about this week?
No, just have a great, productive week. And as I said earlier, for those of you who knows the word of prayer, hit me up. Put my name in there.
Yeah, mine too. Up. Starts with an S, ends with an N.
You know what?
Take care. All right.
We love you all. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.